I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about something other than Brexit, but also something in constructive terms, that we can have a proper debate on the facts and look at each other's positions and hopefully try and find a middle way through this. I think it was Lord Tebbit who once said that politics is about shooting the crocodile and they risk the boat. The trouble with this crocodile, it's about to swallow the whole boat. And this is about, and it's connected to these three big ticking time bombs, triple set of time bombs, all connected to demographics, pensions, healthcare and social care. And according to the OBR, currently our national debt is around 80% of GDP. By 2060, unless we look at this issue strategically, our GDP and change our taxes dramatically, our debt to GDP will be 280%. This is not something we can just put a sticking plaster over and hope it'll be okay. So, and I'm not meaning to be critical of the opposition's policies. I know you're moving down a road to free personal care. I think the difficulty with that is just the affordability of it in that context. We've got to understand the pure scale of this problem. And it may be still you have the same perspective, but I don't think simply saying, one thing, there's no such thing as free, of course. Everything, when you say it's free, it's funded by the taxpayer. So the taxes will have to go up significantly to do that. The Right Honourable Gentleman talks about a penny on income tax. I think that raises about £5.5 billion. Yet he acknowledges the gap already will be around £8 billion within 3 or 4 years' time. So the scale of this problem is huge, and it's simply going to grow. So we just need to look at the facts behind this. And that's why we did have a very constructive inquiry into this. The two select committees, Health and Social Care Committee and CLG, we looked at all these issues. We did come up with a social insurance premium, a German-style system, because I certainly felt it was the most sustainable, simple and scalable option, and it did tackle the future as well as the past. Germany introduced it in 1995. It's already revised its wants in terms of the level of contributions. It's increased its percentage of total take from the premium by 56% since 2005, at a time when our resources have been decreasing. So it shows it can work on a cross-party basis. It's a simple system. It's a percentage of somebody's income. It's not actually on national insurance. I wouldn't advocate that, because we're going to go back again as a future budget to arguing who can put the most on national insurance and who can spend the most on this. This is an independent system. People are categorised according to their need, so you can calculate exactly how much you need to raise, and then in the future we can agree cross-party how much more we need to increase the premium by, because we will have to increase it. Everybody pays a small amount from their income, that is, not just salary, so this is for people in retirement as well. It is mandatory. One of the which tackles the insurance problem. The insurance market won't work unless there's a universal cover. But they're not-for-profit insurance companies that handle these. The key element to the system is when you are categorised as needing care, you can either pay for provision or ask your local authority or providers to give you care, or you can draw down the money and pay it to a relative or a neighbour. And so you're getting care from people who really care for you most and understand you best. So that is one of the key factors of the system, and it does help to tackle the staffing element too. So if we have a system where everybody pays something, so nobody has to give everything.